Evening VC, Dave here. Just jumping on real quick to share what I picked up this week. Um, Tuesday, I jumped into Repo Records, and as you know, I live pretty much right next door. It's on my street, so I'm in there. Oh, geez, seems like once a week, but it's probably more like once every couple weeks. But you just have to. You never know what you're gonna find, and it's funny. I went in and there's never a crate just sitting in the middle of the floor over by the dollar records. But sure enough, there was a big crate there when it was definitely stuff I hadn't seen, and started flipping through, and right away there's like an OG of Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti, just shredded on the cover, just torn to bits. So just was like and then the next was an OG Rolling Stones Exile on Main Street, which is funny, is no longer in that bin. It's actually on the shelf now for like 35 or 38 bucks. It's got everything with it. The cover is awful shape though. The records are But went in further into that box, and unfortunately something Jimmy does is he puts a mark on the dollar records. I don't know why, it's blasphemy, but whatever. They're a buck. At least he's not putting them in the dumpster. So yeah, right away, grab this. Hugh Masekela, Home is Where the Music Is. Double album. This is on Blue Thumb Records, which I don't have anything else on. And this is Hugh Masekela on the flugelhorn. He is fantastic musician from South Africa, and 1972 on this, and I would dare to say this is his masterpiece. This is an amazing record. Spun this a couple times already, and it's got this really cool tribal artwork on the inner that opens up from the center, and then on the back. Of course, the cover is destroyed. Well, I mean, it could be worse, but yeah, really happy with that record. Every song is completely different from the next. Just amazing. Amazing playing. Who else is on this record? Let me see here. Eddie Gomez is on acoustic bass. Larry Willis on piano. Makaya Nishoko on drums is killer. And you've got Dudu Pakwana on alto sax, who I've never heard of. But man, what a great Masekela record. I've got a few of his, and this is by far the best. Next in the dollar bin. One that my buddy Joe had picked up and played, and I was really surprised how much I liked it, because I'd always pass by it, and I was like, well, damn, next time I see one in the dollar bin, I'm going to grab it. And sure enough, you got Carlos Santana with Mahavishnu John McLaughlin, Love, Devotion, Surrender. This is on Columbia. I think this is a gatefold as well. Cover's shredded on the top. But the record plays great, and they do their versions of some John Coltrane tracks, Love Supreme and Naima. This is great. I mean, you put those two guitarists together, that's unreal. And you can always find that for a buck. The next I was really happy to see. First time I've seen it anywhere, and that's Human Arts Ensemble featuring C. Bobo Shaw, who's a drummer, Under the Sun on the Arista Freedom label. Let's see, I think this came out in maybe 74 or 75. It's a promo copy. This plays freaking flawless, like it's never been played. And jam this tonight. Bass and drums. What a groove on side one. Oh man, really love this. This is one of my favorite dollar bin finds for sure. This is absolutely just fantastic. Next, one that had been on my want list. Thanks to Bill at the Vinylverse, had to check out some Tangerine Dream. This is Rubicon. This is the one that I gravitated to. I think mainly because I love the band from Athens, Georgia, Maserati, who's playing now, and man, I think they got a lot of their sound from this record. Side one, it just sounds, Maserati sounds exactly like side one of this record. And this is also gatefold. This is in great shape. The record, and with this, being electronic, you want it to be quiet, and it is. Really, really stoked to find that. Didn't have any Tangerine Dream in the collection, so that's rectified. The next, and Jimmy and Rebo, he's got this record over in his in the new section in Soul. I think it's $34.99. So definitely grab this right away. The Godfather of Soul, James Brown, The Payback, on Polydor. It's an original. Cover could be worse. I mean, it seems split all over the place and torn up a little bit on top, and I mean, it's all here. And the records play great. There's writing on the cover a bunch of places, and on the records too, but on the labels. But I don't care about that. I care about the music, and this is dope. And it's like, man, that first track, The Payback, he is pissed. It is raw. It is killer. Really stoked with that. So that was what I picked up, I think, Tuesday. Yeah, always gotta dig in the dollar bin. And then Friday was new release day. Always used to be on Tuesdays, and I think they realized that people get paid on Fridays. So yeah, and this is one I've been looking forward to. This is the band out of Chicago, Russian Circles, heavy instrumental. This is their album Blood Year on Sargent House. And this is the limited gold Europe release. So I was really stoked that this was here and not the some of the other versions that have been put out. So the gold vinyl, killer. And this is probably their heaviest album to date. Just absolutely badass. Dave Turnkrantz on the drums is fucking otherworldly. He is a wicked motherfucker. So yeah, really, really stoked with that. Highly recommend checking out Russian Circles. I've talked about them a lot on this channel. And then Saturday, I think I might have had an hour to kill and was like, hell with it. I'll run into Repo just to see what's up. And yeah, Jimmy was all giddy. He was getting ready to get on a plane to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame up in Cleveland that night. So Steve was on his way to relieve him there at the counter, and he had just bought a collection that someone had dropped off like literally 5 minutes before I walked in. He had listed some stuff on Discogs. He had a Blue Note on the wall. I think it was Ike Quebec, I think, which I'm really not all that familiar with, but I've seen that record before. I think it's Samba or something like that, but it was an OG mono, and I looked at it. He only wanted $40 for it, and I just didn't know enough about the record. Set it down, and it immediately sold right after my hand came off of it to some dude in Thailand. $40. I probably should have grabbed it, but I ended up seeing this record in the stack that they were just cleaning, and so it was like, well, man, I'll take this. And how much do you want for it? He's like, probably $8 or $10. And ended up, when I went, it was time to leave, he's like, he just gave it to me. Freaking awesome. And that's Dexter Gordon, The Resurgence of Dexter Gordon, an original stereo from 1960 on Jazzland, in the original shrink, with the original price tag on the back from a store called Maze. $1.59 is the price on there, if you can see that. Maybe not, but early Dexter Gordon here. Great stuff. Got some session musicians from out west. This was recorded in Los Angeles, October 30th, 1960. Don't recognize any of the names, but yeah, Dexter Gordon always delivers. He's a pimp. He's the man. So that's everything I've grabbed recently. Got a record convention coming to town this coming Saturday. Man, watch out, because Murderer's Row's coming. John, Digital Gramophone, Chris, Tunes from the Man Cave, myself. I'm trying to get Dylan from Noble Records to make a cameo. We're gonna run that place fucking ragged. I can tell you that right now. So yeah, watch for some videos on that. Couple recommendations. Man, really enjoying Vinyl Richie's channel. That guy, man, he's awesome. And he's been showing some killer punk stuff, which I've needed to get back into, and showing some new stuff from France. Killer. I work with a friend from Nancy in France, and she's already losing her mind over that stuff. So yeah, much love to Vinyl Rich. He's showing killer stuff. All the time. And then Henry Derrick Ellis in the VC. He's got a band going now called Qualm. You need to check it out. It's spelled Quaalm. Man, they got a demo track up on their Bandcamp, and it sounds like some friends of mine's band from back in the day. Koi Eye, the guitars, really, really beautiful, melodic, like brooding heavy, and then there's just like, except they got doom vocals where Koi Eye is all instrumental. And yeah, Qualm, I guess they're recording now for hopefully a EP or full length or something. But keep an eye peeled for that. Man, wicked. But yeah, hope everybody's well. Heading off. Peace.